So there's supposed to be possible frost tonight, maybe even close to freeze in some of the outlying areas, which typically means me doing a little harvest. Get as many sweet peppers as I can. Most of these are still too small to really develop, but I'll probably just cut them up and freeze them for the most part. These are a nice little cherry pepper. They're sweet. They do have a little bit of a kick. They're not too hot, but they are very tasty. I think I'm going to ferment a big jar of these. I have plenty of pepper, so I'd like to experiment with that. And I've also got a nice little variety of sweet and hot peppers. Anaheim, there's banana peppers, poblanos, quite a few poblanos. They're just not really that big. We can get some peas. Need to harvest some lettuce. I missed a bit of it and it bolted, but we do have some peas to harvest. So I planted these late in the season. It was maybe July, mid-July I think is when I planted these. This is typically about where I like them. So I like them like this. They're really sweet. Like candy. I usually don't grow peas real often. Not always worth the effort, but sometimes, like right now at the end of the season, and I think maybe I'll just shift how I do things. End of season peas are much better than peas earlier in the season when it gets too hot and you've got so much else to enjoy. Maybe I'll save them for this time of year. That'd be great. Gardening many years and I'm always learning things, which is good. I love to learn things. Something new, better way to do something. So these are Amish paste tomatoes. They're an indeterminate paste variety. I really like them because I get enough to can throughout the season and enjoy them. They'll last on the counter for quite some time. Even if they've not completely turned, they'll continue to ripen. One of my favorite tomatoes. And the brassicas are doing really well. They could take frost. They're growing nicely. You can see the Brussels sprouts are just starting to form right there. I've got purple Brussels and several greens. I didn't even thin them out. There's some that are a couple plants to a section, but they're doing really well. Apparently the insects don't bother the purple variety, the anthocyanin pigment or something. I don't know if it's toxic or just distasteful or what, but the purple variety is supposed to resist insects much better. This center row here is broccoli. It looks like it's getting close. Let's see, I can see the caterpillars on it. I haven't sprayed them with BT for a while. They can withstand quite a bit of damage. I figure I did enough. Start to see some forms. Let's see. Yeah, not yet. Hopefully they'll form up okay. And then I've got cauliflower. I can never grow cauliflower in the spring, so this is the first time I've tried it in the fall. And I also have a big Savoy developing. One of my favorite cabbages. Yeah, I think it will do okay. So I'm only going to try to harvest just a few carrots. They can stay in the ground for a long time, even all winter if necessary. So the tops of these carrots will start to draw moisture out of the root, so I tend to cut them off here in the garden before I take them in, just save some time and mess inside the house. And then I'll just toss them in the compost. I usually wash these and refrigerate them fairly soon after picking, keep them at their freshest, but we often eat them in just a few days, so that's really not an issue.